And each of these, in a flower, each of these is what has the promotion of growth. Right. So these little things are what you need to take out of here and put into the plant, which you see how it's done. So in a stem, you usually can get 4 or 5 different plants propagated. And this is important to understand because when I show you where do we start, you want to see the process, how difficult it is. We get from Germany like 3 plants. And there's no more plants in Germany. And basically those are what we get. Usually varieties that work in South America don't work in Europe. So it's not the same varieties that are planted. So for example, Freedom. When we found Freedom and we said this is a great variety, we called Germany and we said we need more plants. They had discarded Freedom. So they didn't have even any generic material. The only plants that existed were some plants that are shown here that were the plants that originated of the Freedoms. So from one stem, so imagine a plant produces like 1.2 flowers per plant per month once it's mature, one plant. Okay? So from that you can get 5 flowers, 5 plants. So if you have one plant, every month you can propagate 5 plants. Okay? If you have 3 plants, maybe you can propagate 15 plants. So from 3 plants you can propagate 15 plants a month. So imagine if that's the only plants that exist, how long does it take to really have a hectare has 60,000 plants. So for you at least to be able to have enough material to propagate in good scales, you need at least 3,000 plants. So to get to the 3,000 plants usually takes you like 2 years, 2 years and a half. So you have enough material to be able to propagate. Obviously it goes exponentially, right? The first 6 months you will have 100 plants, but then the second 6 months you can make 1,000 plants, and then it goes quicker as you go, right?
And how many Freedom plants are there now? Take a guess.
Somewhere around, I would say, 40 million.
40 million.
How did you select the name Freedom?
Actually, I'm going to give myself credit. I selected it. Because obviously you're going to see the comparison test. So we had at the point in time like 3 different code numbers. But it's based on you're going to see the test we do, but it's based on lasting, on size of the flower, on opening, on color compared to the color that existed. Before that was Charlotte, and before that it was Madame Delaware. So Madame Delaware was the first, and it lasted like 15 years. It was the only rose
for reds.
For reds. Then it went to Charlotte, but Charlotte was a smaller flower, but it took like for 7 years everybody planted Charlotte, and now we're in a row for like 10 years planted Freedom. So Charlotte and Freedom have been Tanto varieties. So we have owned the red market for the past 18 years on the breeding side.
But who named it Freedom?
I know.
Why did you name it Freedom?
Because it was a good name. It was obviously after everything that happened in the US and everything. So.
Esta es la parte